Namaste to everyone. I welcome you all in my YouTube video channel. Today I will deliver lecture on tensor analysis, lecture number 19, in which we will discuss about the divergence in tensor analysis. Now we shall define divergence in tensor analysis. So we firstly define the definition of divergence in vector analysis, then analogous to the definition of divergence in vector analysis, we will prepare the divergence of tensor analysis. In vector analysis, the divergence of a vector function f, this is a vector function f, is denoted by divergence of f and defined as divergence of f equal to nabla dot f. Value of nabla is I del by del x plus j del by del y plus k del by del z. Dot product f. Components of f are f1, f2 and f3. So we write f as f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Dot product of these two brackets. This gives del f1 by del x plus del f2 by del y plus del f3 by del z, where f equal to f1i plus f2j plus f3k. Now let x equal to x1, y equal to x2 and z equal to x3. Here put x1, here x2, here x3. So divergence of f equal to del f1 by del x1 plus del f2 by del x2 plus del f3 by del x3. So we may write this equal to sigma I1 equal to 1 to 3 del fi by del xi. Here we see that this is a scalar function. No vector, no unit vectors or vector here. So divergence of a vector function f is the sum of partial derivatives of its components with respect to the corresponding coordinates, which is a scalar function. Now we shall try to define the divergence in tensor analysis, analogous to vector analysis. Since ai comma j be the covariant derivative of contravariant vector ai, which is of rank 2. This is contravariant vector has rank 1 and for its covariant derivative 1 rank increases. So covariant derivative ai comma j is a tensor of rank 2. But if we take the contraction, that is j equal to I, then aij reduces to ai comma I, which is of rank 0. That is, it becomes an invariant. Rank 0, the tensor is invariant or a scalar function, because in contraction the rank is reduced by 2. So here we have rank 2. So we have applied the concept of contraction. So rank 2 will be reduced. 2 minus 2 equal to 0. That is ai comma I will be of rank 0. That is invariant. In ai comma I, the suffix I appears as dummy suffix. So it represents summation. Therefore a I comma I means the covariant derivative of ai with respect to xi is the sum of covariant derivatives of components ai I equal to 1 to n of a contravariant vector. Hence, this concept is analogous to the divergence of a vector function of vector analysis. Hence, in tensor analysis, we define divergence of a contravariant vector as follows. The divergence of a contravariant vector ai is defined as contraction of its covariant derivative and is denoted by divergence of ai equal to ai comma I. This is contraction I sim, and this is the covariant derivative. The divergence of a covariant vector ai subscript I is denoted by divergence ai covariant vector and defined as divergence of covariant vector ai equal to gjk aj comma k, means covariant differentiation of aj with respect to xk. Now question is, prove that the contravariant and covariant components of the same vector possesses the same divergence. We shall have to prove this. Let A be a vector, its contravariant and covariant components be ai, this is contravariant component, and this ai is covariant component respectively. We know from the definition of divergence of contravariant vector ai equal to ai comma I, means contraction of its covariant derivative. Also, we know that divergence of a covariant vector equal to gjk aj comma k, means this is covariant derivative of covariant vector aj. Now we shall prove that 1 and 2 be equal. Firstly, we take a gjk aj total covariant derivative with respect to xk equal to product of two tensor. This is, so we know that the covariant derivative of the product of these two tensors be first covariant derivative of gjk aj remains same plus gjk remains same covariant derivative of aj. So we write gjk covariant derivative k aj same plus gjk covariant derivative of aj with respect to xk. This is 0 because we know that fundamental contravariant tensor is a covariant constant by Ricky's theorem. So covariant differentiation of this is 0, aj plus gjk aj comma k by Ricky's theorem. This is equal to gjk aj comma k. This is number 3. So from 2 we get divergence of covariant vector ai equal to, we put the value of this left side, g jk aj comma k here g jk, here aj, so j is the dummy suffix, so value of this is ak comma k. K is the dummy suffix. We may replace k by I, ai, I, by replacing dummy suffix k by I, and from 1 this is equal to divergence of contravariant vector, implies that divergence of ai equal to divergence of this ai contravariant. So divergence of a covariant vector equal to divergence of a contravariant vector. Proved. Now our question is to show that divergence of a contravariant vector equal to 1 by square root g partial derivative of ai multiplied by square root g with respect to xi, where g be the determinant of the matrix containing components of metric tensors. Since we know that divergence of ai equal to ai comma I means contraction of covariant vector, contravariant vector, not covariant vector. Since ai comma m means covariant derivative of ai with respect to xm equal to del ai by del xm plus a p, replace I by p. Here Christoffel symbol second kind, here I, p, m. Replacing m by I, we get ai comma I equal to del ai by del xi plus ap ip in place of m I. This equal to del ai by del xi plus ap. This is equal to I with the dummy suffix here. So this is equal to del by del xp log square root g. G equal to determinant of g ij n by n. Replacing dummy suffix p by I in right hand side, we get ai comma I equal to del ai by del xi plus ai del by del xi log square root g. This equal to del ai by del xi plus ai derivative of log square root g is 1 by square root g del square root g by del xi. We take common 1 by square root g. So here we will give square root g del ai by del xi plus ai del square root g by del xi. This equal to 1 by square root g. We may write this del by del xi ai square root g proved, and this is equal to divergence of ai, implies that divergence of ai equal to this, proved. Now we shall have to prove that this is question divergence of aij equal to nabla I aij equal to covariant derivative of contravariant tensor aij equal to 1 by square root g del by del xj under bracket aij multiply by square root g plus ajk multiply Christoffel symbol of second kind ijk. Also discuss when ajk is skew symmetric. Firstly, we write aij covariant derivative with respect to xm. This is equal to del aij by del xm plus a replace I by p j Christoffel symbol second kind I pm plus now replace j by p I p here j pm. This is number 1. Replacing suffix m by j in both sides. We get aij comma j equal to del aij by del xj plus apj, staple symbol second kind, I p j, in place of m we write j, plus aip, staple symbol second kind, j p, in place of m j. This equal to del aij by del xj. This is apj is ipj. This is aip. Here j be the dummy suffix, so this will be equal to del by del xp log square root g. Now replacing dummy suffix p by j and j by k in second and third term of right hand side, we get aij comma j, this equal to del aij by del xj plus, in place of p we write j, aj, and in place of j we write k, I j k. Here in place of p we write j, a I j del by del xj log square root g. This is equal to del aij by del xj plus ajk ijk. This is aij, differentiation of this 1 by square root of g del by del xj square root g. We rearrange this,
del aij by del xj
plus 1 by square root g aij del square root g by del xj plus ajk ijk, staple symbol second kind, implies that aij comma j equal to, we take common 1 by square root g, so square root g del aij by del xj plus aij del square root g by del xj plus aj jk, Christoffel symbol second kind, I jk. This equal to 1 by square root g del by del xj aij square root g plus ajk, Christoffel symbol second kind. This is first part proved. Since given that ajk is skew symmetric, therefore ajk equal to minus akj implies that ajk Christoffel symbol second kind minus akj Christoffel symbol second kind equal to minus akj, this is ikj, since Christoffel symbol second kind is symmetric. Christoffel symbol of second kind is symmetric. So here jk, here we have kj. Now interchanging dummy suffix, k and j in right side. This is number 2, this is number 3. Implies that ajk, Christoffel symbol second kind, equal to minus a, in place of k we write j, in place of j we write k, I jk. Implies that 2 ajk, Christoffel symbol second kind, this equal to 0, implies that ajk ijk equal to 0. This is number 4. Putting this value in 2, we get here this part is 0, so aij comma j equal to 1 by square root g del by del xj aij square root g plus 0. This is called divergence of aij, since here contraction of the suffix j. Here aij, this is called divergence of aij. This equal to 1 by square root g del by del xj aij square root g. Proved. Second part also proved. Thanks for watching my video. If you are satisfied with my presentation and contents, then please click on like button and do subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.